comparing the difference between monks and priests. The stuff that I thought was personally interesting that I would read with my friends and stuff was, the discourses. Now, the discourses are pretty cool, and they touch on certain subjects. You can see here, there's actually an entire book of Sermon on Alms. That stuff is really good for laity. And one of the discourses was talking about, and I guess it's a sermon by Chrysostom, and it's talking about there's some type of a pagan festival, and he was congratulating everybody for being at the church. Don't get down on the pagans for drinking and sacrificing to demons. If you behave, they might become Christians as well. And so that was kind of the limit, in my opinion, of what might be useful to laity. And then it starts to transition into at the end of the book. You can see here around page 629, it's going to start going into stuff that really does not pertain to Protestants and probably Catholics at all. It's going to go into things like liturgy and certain prayers, and it's going to tell you about those types of things, and it has certain prayers, which we'll turn to. Hold on. And so you can see that. So prayer for the Theotokos, and prayers for the blessing of cheese and eggs. I just can't really see Protestants doing that. But I thought it was a good read. If I could buy it again, I would not, just for me, because I don't think it's useful for me. And the back of all of these Aeterna books, it will say what books are in there. And so hopefully you can see that. I did not know. I purchased a bunch of these at once. You can see up here, it actually opens with who he is. And so I think that in some of these more apostolic churches, they actually have a tradition of picking a saint, and then they learn about that person. So if you pick John Chrysostom, this is a good book for that. It does have the liturgies and stuff in it, so it's a very well-rounded book, depending on who you are or what you're doing. It's not only a homily book, though. He does have homilies on Romans and other books in the Bible. And so what I would recommend is St. John Chrysostom's homilies are actually available on Bible Hub. And you can go in there if you have electronic internet devices, which you probably do if you're watching this review. You probably do have access to that. And you can actually go on Bible Hub and just look at all of his homilies. I don't know why Aeterna Press just put a conglomeration of different things into this book. You can see here there's no gloss on it or anything like that. It's just a standard book. And there's the ISBN at the back again. That's about it, guys. If I could purchase this again, I would not. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It does have some cool stuff in it. I just would have preferred more discourses and